This is how Swede speaks.
On February 10th, Borgarting Court of Appeal in Norway decided to uphold the conviction for hate speech towards Lars Thorsen, chairman of Stop Islamization of Norway. And recently, Stop Islamization of Norway activist Max Hermansen has been informed that police are after him for the same alleged crime. What's going on in Norway? That's what we will address in this video. Before we get started, I want to thank all of my financial supporters. I'm in a period of transition and I appreciate your help. Without you, this channel would not be possible. I also want to ask you to check out my website at swedespeaks.com and to follow me on BitChute. There are links in the box below, and you know, better safe than sorry, so make sure to follow me there. I mean it, it's really important. Also, check out the Swede Travels on YouTube. So, as I said, a Norwegian Court of Appeal, Borgarting Lagmansrett, Borgarting Court of Appeal, decided on February 10th, 2020 to uphold the conviction against Lars Thorsen, chairman of Stop Islamization of Norway. On November 7th, 2019, Lars Thorsen was sentenced to 30 days of probation and 25,000 Norwegian kroner, roughly $2,650 in fines. And as far as I understand, this is the conviction that Borgarting Court of Appeal, through the Court of Appeal judges Henrik Westborg Smiset, Annette Isaksen Krämer and Marit Björneset Frogner, decided to uphold. They decided not to try the case in the Court of Appeal. Isn't that amazing? Lars Thorsen has been convicted of speech. Let that sink in. To figure out what's going on, I called Max Hermansen and asked him. Listen to this. I've called Max Hermansen because there's something going on in Norway. And let's see if I understood this correctly. Are you being charged by the police?
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be charged by the police after we had a demonstration or held our appeals in a small town called Hamar in Norway in September last year. So we are three persons from Sian, Stop Islamization of Norway, who are going to be charged with violation of this paragraph in our criminal code, which says that you are not allowed to do hate speech towards religion.
Right.
And yeah.
So do you think that you have broken any Norwegian law?
Yeah, I think I've broken that law.
Do you know, or do you have an assessment of which kind of punishment you will get if you get sentenced?
Well, first of all, it's possible to put anything under that paragraph 185 in the criminal code, because it's formulated so openly that anything you say against Islam and Muslims, Sharia, would authorities it is possible for the authorities to put anything under that paragraph, and that's really a problem. So anyone can be found guilty of violating that paragraph.
Right, they can sort of bend it any way they want.
They can do that, yes. That's really bad.
Yes. So I understand this is connected with your fight against Islam and Islamic immigration.
It is.
Yeah, why do you fight Islam?
Well, that's obvious, isn't it? Well, I look upon Islam and as mostly a totalitarian ideology that is really awful towards most people. And we can't have this type of totalitarian ideology with all these Muslims being in our country and just breaking up our country from the inside with all their violence and oppression towards everyone else.
Right. So, given what you're risking in doing this, in fighting Islam, do you think it is worth it?
Absolutely. I want to be able to have a chat with my grandchildren in some years and and being able to look them into their eyes and saying that, well, I did everything I could to stop Islam and Muslims and Sharia from being a part of our society. Not being in that situation that I did nothing to stop this terrible ideology.
Right. So do you consider this a legal process or a political process?
Well, it's both. But it's the politicians using the legal system to stop us from having an opinion. And so they try to protect Islam and Muslims. And it's not understandable why they do this, because it's, especially when it comes to the socialists, but also the social liberals and others who really have for many years or several decades been standing up for feminism and for the sexual freedom, also the right to be gay and so on. And now they seem to be putting their arms around Islam and Muslims that are so really against or treating women so badly and treating homosexuals so badly that there are almost no homosexuals among more than 300,000 Muslims in Norway.
Right. Lars Thorsen, who I think is the chairman of Stop Islamization of Norway, he was recently convicted for hate speech, and he has been denied to appeal the conviction. Do you have any comments to that?
Well, it's just terrible. It's a basic thing in our society that you are allowed to have your case tried again after you've been convicted, so that it could be tried of another court. And now he's not allowed to have his case tried. And it's even more stupid or bad that his girlfriend, who also went to the same trial as him, as Lars, and was freed of the charges, that her case is going to go up for the appeal court, but not his. Right. So they should be tried together, I believe, but that's not happening. So he's going to jail, and he's also going to pay, almost more than $2,000, I believe. Yes. Yeah, as a fine, and also going to jail then.
Right. Right. Do you have any final comments to all that's going on in Norway with this? Well, with these legal processes and everything else connected to this?
Yeah, Norway is becoming more and more a Muslim shithole. That's for true. This year alone, there will be more than 20,000 more Muslims than the year before. So the Muslim population is increasing, and they are making more and more their own parallel societies where Sharia is the dominating factor, and where there's so much more violence, where the rape is increasing really badly. That's really the worst part of it, and also other types of violence like attacking teachers, attacking police, robberies, and just beating people, knocking them down on the street, and kicking them in their heads when they are laying on the pavement or in the roads. So it's so bad with all this extra violence that we have imported.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for letting us know what's going on in Norway, and with you, Max.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling me. That was nice.
So what else is there to say? You heard what Max Hermansen said. All I can add is that there is no freedom of speech in Norway, and if you criticize Islam, you get convicted for hate speech. There is a lesson for people in other countries to learn here. If you have freedom of speech, make sure to protect it and fight for it. If you happen to be American, stand up for the First Amendment. But remember one thing, as long as the number of people who speak freely is low, the authorities can go after them, find them, imprison them, and they can be fired from their jobs and excluded access to the job market. This happens in Norway, it happens in Sweden, in Finland, and in many other countries. But this only works as long as most people are silent. So speak up. They cannot arrest, fine, fire and exclude all of us, and that's what I have to say about this. So what do you think? Comment below, and if you like this video, I'd really appreciate any donations. Even $1 makes a difference. If everyone who watched my videos donated $1, it would transform this channel. But if you really can't financially support this channel, I would be very grateful if you would share a link to one of your favorite videos from this channel on your social media, because ad revenue also helps. And it also helps against YouTube's deranking of this channel. Also, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Most importantly, please pray for this channel. And check out my live stream on Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11:30 p.m. Central European Time. And as I said, go ahead and follow us Swede Travels on YouTube. Until next time, have a nice day, thank you for watching and God bless.